What's up, YouTube? It's Jeff here with the House of Garb, and haven't made a video in a really long time, and thought I would kind of give you guys an update of what I've been doing, because I've been doing quite a few things. So I don't know, I haven't made a video in, I would say, I don't know, 3 months now. And it's not that I haven't been, doing stuff with decorating shirts and printing and making signs and stuff like that. I've been doing plenty of that, but the last video I made, I believe, was making the heat press pillows. I can't even remember, it's been so long. But yeah, I just want to make this short video to kind of explain where I've been on YouTube. I bought a house, and I moved about an hour away from where I used to live. I used to live in Columbus, Ohio, and I now live in a little town just kind of southwest of there, and it's called Washington Courthouse. It's a tiny little town, and I'm happy. I love it. I wanted to get out of the big city and move into a smaller area, and yeah, here I am. It's what I did. You can check out behind me. That's something else that I have going on. So I have, a lot more space now. I was in my other house. We were renting that house, and I was literally working out of a small bedroom. That's all I had. And my dreams of finally having an actual screen print shop was not going to happen in that place. And so we bought a house. We got more space. We got a pretty big basement, and half the basement is mine for my shop, which is good. Let me show you around, kind of show you some things that we've done so far. So here's the press. So this is a Vastex V2000. Now, as you can tell, it's very old. It's an ancient press. You can see the print heads on it. Some of these print heads are newer, but as you can tell, some of these are really old. So I'm going to put some work into it. Some of these are newer, the ones with a little red on there. These are newer, but they're still not super new. 6 color, 6 station. I had to put new rubber on all these. So this press, when I bought it like dirt cheap. I bought it real cheap. And because these things, brand new, I think are like $6,000, something like that. I think they're like $6,000 for a 6 color, 6 station. And I didn't invest anywhere near that. And the guy that sold it to me gave me a pretty good deal. I was like 2-hour drive there and then 2 hours back, and got it all loaded up into our car. It was an SUV, so it was a bigger car. And he gave me this, I'll show it to you. He gave me this flash dryer for an extra 200 bucks. So it's not a bad little flash dryer. It's dryer. It's an 18 by 18. Don't want to ramble too much about it, but I bought the press and it was missing a lot of parts. I didn't realize that these parts were missing. He told me everything was there, everything worked. I took his word for it, and come to find out when I got home, as I put it together, it's like, oh yeah, one of these pallets doesn't have rubber. Oh, one of these other pallets doesn't have the little screw that puts it into the arm of the press. And oh look, there's screws missing out of all the bolts you gave me. Some of the bolts are there's not enough bolts for all the for the pallet arms or for the print heads. And right now I currently have it print ready, and everything will work. There are some print heads I can kind of show you. Over here you can see this print head. It has that little arm on the back. None of the other ones do. Those are basically to tighten. Once you would make your adjustments, that kind of tightens everything up. So I've had to buy a lot of new parts. Had to buy a bunch of these little things and bolts to put in them. So that's currently where I'm at with the press. I can do one color jobs right now since I have one good print head that, you know, can make adjustments and actually, you know, lock in my adjustments. Other than that, it's a work in progress. I installed this little light. I don't even know if I actually need it. You can see up here, I got this little, this yellow light. So basically, you know, I can turn all the lights out, turn this light on, and it's a good, I'm gonna call that light safe. It gives me a light safe environment. So like when I'm using my emulsion, coating my screens, burning my screens, that kind of thing. The other thing I did is I built this table slash whatever you want to call it. I have this light table on here. I'll kind of show you what I got. It's not completely put together yet, but I have this light table. It'll plug in, and got my little registration template on here, and so that'll light up. I have this little thing on the bottom. I'll show you. Right here, I've got this little drying cabinet. I've got screens in there with coated emulsion, so I don't want to leave that open too long, but I got some screens in there. But yeah, I built this little cabinet, trying to save some money, because that's what we like to do. And then over here, I got this little foam pad and a piece of wood for burning screens. I built myself a exposure unit. So I used an 80-watt LED light off Amazon, and I took the glass off the front of it, and I built the frame of this box, put a glass on it, tempered glass. It's a low iron tempered glass, and you see over here, we got a little timer. And I'm using this little thing right here. That's where my glass came in when I bought the glass. It's really cool because when I want to go wash out my screens or whatever, because I don't have a washout booth right now, I can actually put the screen inside there. I have the plans for that. If anybody is interested, they want the plans. Like, it's not a perfect box. It'll fit like a, I did it for a 20 by 24, but I made it a little bigger. I believe it'll hold like maybe a screen up to, I don't know, 25 by 21, something like that. It's a little bit bigger. I can't remember if it's 1 inch or 2 inches bigger than a normal screen, but it works. The timer, all that stuff, it's great. I love it, and I'm getting pretty good screens with it. I can show you the screen that I exposed for the test. All right, so here's the screen. Here's the test. It's not a perfect little test. I don't know if you can really see that, but, you know, I got some pretty good halftones in there. They're not great, but they're there. That's exactly what I would expect for, you know, DIY exposure unit. Over here, I've got all my like little shelf with squeegees, scoop coater, you know, just miscellaneous things that I might need. Inks, I got basic inks, and I got some of my, you know, chemicals and stuff down here. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. This is my new shop, and it definitely, it's clean right now. I haven't used much of it. It's been a lot of setup, and for any of you getting into screen printing, we can do this together. I'm still pretty new. I'm new to screen printing for sure. I worked for a screen printing company a long time ago, but they did signs. We made big, large signs. We didn't do any shirts or anything like that. So I understand the process pretty well, but as far as, you know, doing it myself and not for somebody else, it's different. So this process is not for those people who are impatient. I will say that. I've learned how to be patient with every step of this process. All right, I'm gonna go upstairs. I'll show you my other room. I have another room with all my vinyl stuff, and I'll show you that, and we'll be right back. And just like that, we're back. I'm now upstairs, and I want to show off my other room. This room is basically the same as the other room that I used to do all my other YouTube videos, but it's in the new house. So I've got a new printer. I got the Ep7 7720, and excuse me. So I got this. It does wide format. The transparencies I've been doing with it are excellent. They're really good transparencies. They're very black. They're very opaque. I like them. And it works good. I've already done a test print. In fact, the shirt I'm wearing is what I did for a test. I didn't do anything any crazy. I just wanted some solids in there, and not some like super thin lines, but you know, thinner lines. And it was okay. I still need some work. I don't know if you can tell. That print is crooked, so I can't load the shirts correctly yet. Not correctly right. But anyway, my old printer I used to have, this thing died on me. So that's why I got the other printer. Plus, I heard pretty good things about that printer. If you look behind me, I have all my vinyl. You can see all my vinyls. That's what I currently have. I don't normally hold vinyl in stock. I usually use it per order, so a lot of this stuff is just leftover from orders. I've got an order I got to do here. It's the weekend right now, and I got to do an order this weekend. Try to get that out by Monday. We'll see how that goes. Should be no problem. And I got my cutter still over here, and of course my little weeding table and the heat press, of course. So that's basically what this room is. I'm wanting to convert all this stuff down in the basement, so it's all kind of a one-stop shop for me. You know, I don't have to go up and down stairs to do different things, and you know, I can kind of fill all my orders all in one place. That's the way I want it to be, but the problem I'm running into is down in the basement, which a lot of basements are like this, especially unfinished basements. It's not enough outlets. So I have like only a few outlets to work with, and I got to figure out space too. So like I said, I only have half of that basement. The other half I've kind of let my wife and my kids kind of, you know, have that side, because they like the basement too. My kids like to ride their skateboards and stuff like that in there. So we didn't have that before, but they're, you know, rainy day or anything, they're like, hey, let's go ride a skateboard down the basement. So I was like, well, you can half of it, I'll take the other half. And I'm rambling. So I think I'm just going to end this video here. Like I said, I just want to make a quick video to catch up with you guys, and I know I haven't really, you know, done a very good job of keeping up. I hope you guys are all doing well. I've been doing pretty well. I'm very happy in my new house and my new town. And go ahead and please leave a comment. Let me know how you've been. I mean, I'd like to keep up with you guys, and give this video a like if you like it. And of course, you can thumbs down if you don't. I don't mind. I understand. You know, nobody's perfect, and you know, you can't have 100 likes without a dislike. So if you want to be that guy, be that guy. Anyway, this is Jeff from the House of Garb signing off. Have a great day.